I'm Curtis Anderson. You're watching Shaw Arts and Entertainment. I'm joined today by Paulina from Psychic Readings by Paulina. Paulina, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Now, we met a few weeks ago, out of all places, The Man Show. You've done a lot of different shows. You've done The Woman Show, but this was the first year you did The Man Show. How were things?
The Man Show was really good. It was really, it was surprising good. A lot of men had readings, so I was pretty surprised about it. They were curious about a lot of things, so it was a very good show.
Now, I was there covering it for Shaw. You were good enough to read my cards. I guess I found it really fascinating, to be honest. It's the first time I'd ever had any contact with a psychic, ever had my cards or anything like that. I was really amazed. You were pretty bang on a lot of things. Talk about this gift. How did you know the first time you had it, and how do you develop something like that?
My mom has it, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, so it's something that's been in my generation for a very long time. I started off very, very young, just a lot of experiences with little spirits around. You know, as a child, you're very innocent, and you get older, you get more in tune with your feelings, your how can I explain it, your instincts. You just follow them more, and I just learned to follow them more, and I had a lot of instincts. Guiding people, reading people's hands, my friends, my mom's friends, and from there, I got more in tune with it.
Now you're located right here in Saskatoon. How receptive is the Saskatoon audience to this?
Very.
Yeah.
It's very well known here, yes. I've been at the Fringe, I'm at the exhibition, so yes. They very much interested. A lot of people, all kinds of cultures are interested.
I'm guessing this is a really, really rewarding line of work. I mean, you must have helped hundreds, maybe thousands of people?
Yes, I've advised a lot of people, guided a lot of people, as much as I could, to tell people to follow their own instincts, their own gut feelings about things, but be more aware of the positive and the negative. So yes, it's been very good.
How difficult is it to do what you do? I mean, if people have something negative coming in their life that you see, do you go there, or do you just tell them to beware? How much can you warn somebody?
Very good question. I warn them as much as I can. I tell good and bad. So whatever I see, it's going to be told to them. So they got to come in with an open mind. They're going to hear the positive, they're going to hear the negative. So if I can advise them to prevent something in their life, to take care of their health, or to watch over their business or relationship, that's what I tell them. So I prevent it.
Probably a lot of misconceptions about what you do as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
You got your positive and you got your negative
Fantastic.
people. But it goes with all kinds of businesses.
Well, I'm not going to lie, I was skeptic. Like I said, I've never had my cards read or anything, but you changed my mind in a matter of minutes. You must come across that a lot.
The skeptical ones are the ones that believe.
Yeah.
So I like reading the skeptical people because they're the ones that usually believe the most, and they get really, really involved. So I had lots of clients that were skeptical, and they've come back lots of times.
Who should come see you?
People that are, just looking for a little insight, some guidance, have to have some questions and concerns. Sure, give me a call and drop in. It's open to lots of people.
All right, we're showing footage right now of when you were reading my cards at the Man Show. What other services do you do?
I do palm, I do crystal ball, tarot cards, psychic readings, numerology, yeah.
How do they differ?
Well, usually sometimes one will give you a little bit more. When you combine them all together, it's more an in-depth reading. So basically, they'll feed off of one another.
Okay.
A crystal ball reading is basically energy. So it's a lot of your energy going into it and me picking up your energy. If it's a very positive reading. It tells you past, present, and future. Tarot cards, everybody knows tarot cards. So it's not something that, it's very popular, very well known. So people know about them, and they're very, accurate. They tell you past, present, future. Palm readings are basically more about yourself. It's a little bit of a character reading. Tells you a little of everything. So if you're looking for something very general, you don't have lots of questions, and you go with a palm. If you want something more in-depth, you go with a tarot card reading or a crystal ball reading.
So you kind of answered my next question, but do you gauge what service you provide by the help that person needs? Like if I come to you and I say, oh, I think my marriage is falling apart, do you say, okay, I'll read your cards? Or if I say, I think I'm about to get fired from Shaw, do you read the ball? How does that work?
I usually don't recommend because they're all different prices. So I don't really recommend. I would advise you and tell you what would be accurate for you or what you would really want to know about, I would tell you the same thing. If you're looking to have cards, if you have questions, go with a card reading. If you want something general, do a palm. If you really got lots of concerns about your career, your personal life, then you have a full reading. Because you can ask lots of questions with a full reading. But you ask your questions at the end, not in the reading. I don't ask you any questions until the end of the reading.
Well, we're coming up to summer. I'm guessing this is probably your busy time of the year. You got the Fringe and the X coming up. Is that the next places we can find you around the city?
Yes.
Yep.
I'll be at the Fringe. I'll be at the exhibition. So yes, I'm quite busy in the summertime.
All right. If people want to get a hold of you personally, maybe outside of the Fringe or the exhibition, how can they contact you?
Okay, my number is 384-7042, and if you want to give me a call to come and see me, sure, give me a call.
And anybody that needs any help, guidance, just come give you a call, right?
Give me a call, but a couple of weeks in advance.
That's great. You're booked up a couple weeks in advance.
Yeah, so it's best to give me a call.
That's great. I'm glad to see this is working out so well for you right here in Saskatoon. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for coming.